This is the largest Army-Men mountain fortress I have ever seen in my entire life, and it's made in Attack on Toys by Paul. The Grey Army-Men have landed their landing craft to launch a massive assault with as many troopers as possible against the Green Mountain Fortress. Can we hold the mountain, or will the Green Army-Men melt under the flames of the Grey Assault? If you guys do enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. And we have spawned under the map. Okay. Let me load a previous save real quick. Oh no. Much better. Actually, spawning on the defense is beautiful. So, the Greys are going to start coming from over here. We might actually be able to get a free kill on one of these toy boxes before they get out here. Let's see if we can make that happen. It's a little bit far away. They're starting to spawn, and there's a medic truck right there, so we might not be getting the kill on this thing, sadly. Let's see if we can hammer home just a couple more. Nah, they're already medic beaming it, so that is not going to work for us. All right, let's start getting some anti-tank guns down. We've already got a bunch of defenses already set up here, so that will be really nice for us. It's going to be very, very helpful, but clearly not even close to enough to potentially stop the Grey Army. It's going to take a lot more than that. Let's go ahead and also get some medics around here. We must have, oh, lag. That must mean, yep, the aircraft are starting to spawn in. Okay, awesome. Can't wait to die. Oh, run, 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 run. Let's get out of here. Hold on. We got to retreat back. We got to retreat back. Let's fall back real quick. I might go ahead and scatter a few AA turrets back here as we retreat in an attempt to stop some of these aircraft from coming forward. This is just one part of our defense, so we have a lot more to go through. Ooh, actually, a recycling plant is just what we need. Let's go ahead and purchase some more weapons. A Gatling gun, the nuke launcher. Let's go ahead and snag that. I bought two of them. My bad. That's okay. That's all right. And then, you know, give me the high-powered sniper rifle as well. And then we'll go ahead and buy some ammo, so that way we know we can actually fight against the enemy here, and we won't just get fully swarmed and destroyed. Okay, beautiful. Absolutely love to see it. Oh, very nice crash right there from one of those big birds. Let's start hitting some of these Chinooks as they come on in. Oh, hello. This Gatling gun is perfect for anti-air, especially because it's a flaming Gatling gun. So when you get hit, it actually lights the enemy vehicle on fire. Look at the kick on it, though. Holy cow, it's spraying everywhere. All right, I'm going to retreat back to this line. It's almost like a valley that runs through the middle. And so I think if we can spread out a bunch of AA guns across this valley, we'll be able to protect the middle side of it, and then we already have fortifications on the edges, so it's really the middle side that I'm most worried about. And we've got some of those modded turrets in there, it looks like, that the map creator has made. This is honestly by far one of the greatest Attack on Toys maps I think I have ever seen in my entire life. It is fully goated. Now, let's run back here while our boys continue the fight, and we're going to start building a little bit of a spawn area back this way. So, standard army men, in front of them, we'll get the medic tents. That way they are in the front lines and actually moving with them, because a lot of times the medic's just gonna get stuck behind and don't do anything. So, sometimes they need to be cannon fodder. Alright, and then two vehicle tents seems good for now. Now, since we're so close to the front lines over here, we're gonna go ahead and get some medics just spawned in, because they could easily get in here and start bombing our boys very, very easily and take out what we've got. Okay, perfect. Those Chinooks still floating overhead. Let's start lighting them up with some more Gatling gun fire. They're bound to get closer and closer to our defense lines here, and there's some of those super flying fortresses coming on in. B-52s. Take them down, boys. Take them down. All right. Actually, maybe more AA guns would be good. It seems like the Air Force is one of the strongest parts of their invasion tactic. Oh, well, there's their ground forces over there, and that's looking very bad as well. Now, guys, I did want to make a very special announcement during this Attack on Toys video. The first Army Men book is ready to roll. It is going to be releasing on December 1st. It is currently available for pre-order on Kindle if you'd like to. I tried to make it affordable via Kindle at just $9.99, which is pretty low. I've seen a lot of people releasing books for like $20 these days, which is absolutely insane. And I want people to actually read it, so I'm trying to price it a little bit more competitively there, and so everyone can have access to it. And I'm gonna do some, big giveaways and things like that as well for it. But if you guys want to go pre-order it, link in the description below. The title is Army Men: Blight of the Empire. I know I released the title of it a while back, so people kind of knew about that, but it feels very cool to actually go ahead and have a cover for the book. It's ready for release, and it's not just Kindle that it's going to be on, so don't worry if you don't have an e-reader or whatever. It is also going to be getting released in paperback and hardcover on December 1st. You can just only pre-order on Kindle on Amazon. You can't do paperback and hardcover. But if you guys go and wishlist it or go pre-order it, it means the world to me. It'll help me out a ton in day one sales, so we can potentially rank this book on the charts. It'll be really, really cool. I'm super excited about it. It has so much lore from the Army Men Civil War series, but it's also expanding upon that. We get to see a lot of the dynamics between the various Army Men kingdoms. Mainly the first book is focusing on green, red, tan, and blue, because those are kind of the primary colors in the Army Men world. But I do plan on making a sequel and a trilogy at the very least. And once those start releasing, I think then we're going to start, getting into like the Orange Crusaders or the Purple Horde and things like that from Army Men Civil War that I know a lot of people really love. But you got to start somewhere. So either way, guys, link in the description below if you want to go check that out and pre-order it. It means the absolute world to me, your guys' support. What are these marshmallow things? What the heck? All right, we're getting actually kind of rolled up here, so we need to start spamming some more defenses up this way for sure. I'm gonna just start getting a huge mortar line going, and hopefully that will fire over this little hill and hit some of the enemies. Oh, they're right there. Oh my god. Okay, get me some anti-tank guns as well. Holy smokes. But yeah, just wanted to announce that. I'll probably also be doing some videos over on Daily Bricks and Daily Studs, and of course Daily Plastic, our Army Men channel, to also promote it. But yeah, I'm just so excited. My first official book release. I've been writing for a really long time. A lot of you guys have read some of my short stories and things like that, but this is the first like true thing I have done that is like officially releasing. I'm very excited. Either way, enough of that. We have just hordes of grays coming on in here. This is quite brutal. I'm gonna go back down here. This middle section is maybe the most promising, I feel like, right now. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and snag some of these builders and scatter them so that they continue to build for us. Now, okay, that's dead. That's dead. They're in the death spirals, which is perfect. I think our AA is actually holding out right now. Wunderbar. Very good. Continue to light them up with the Gatling gun. I'm just debating if we should continue the defense here or retreat back. It seems like they are getting farther forward, but maybe we're hitting a bit of a defense point. So as you can see, I'm obviously spawning in more units here. So we have decided to stay here and try to fully fortify this area, because I think we can make it with additional incoming reinforcements coming on in here. I think it's possible. So we'll continue to spawn that stuff in. Let's get some more medic tents. Ooh, more planes going down way back here. Crazy stuff. And we'll also get some more vehicle tents where we can, so we spawn in more defenders. We've also got some coming in from back here. Now, I'm going to go to the top of the hill over here in order to spawn in some airports as well as helipads. Bikini Bottom. We can see the full battlefield up here. It is getting a little bit laggy as more and more grays spawn in. They're defeating a few of our defenses. Nothing too horrible though. The flanks are what I'm mainly concerned about right now. I don't even know what's going on the right side because there's this big mountain in the way. But I think hopefully they're holding their own. We'll see. Okay, can we build helipads up here is the question. This is where I want them. Nope. Okay, but I think we can down here because it's a flat surface. Yes. Okay, perfect. So we'll get our 5 heliports built up here. Excellent. And then we need our airports as well. So we'll get 1 plane hangar here, 1 over this way, 1 over here, Oh, okay, good. We might be blocking the vehicle tent, but that is okay. And we can build one more of these suckers. Bada bing. Good. Now, we do need a few medics out here as well to make sure that these stay healed up and not exploding right away. Oh, are they too far away from the front lines to actually mobilize? Because they're just chilling here. I think they might be too far from the front. Yikes. Okay, so that's a bit of a setback, but I'm sure the war will be coming this way. Why don't we go ahead and check out a bird's eye view of it? Okay, here we go. We're spectating for a little bit here. As you can see, the Greys are making some strides forward. They've almost taken over this area. Weirdly, those AA guns we panic placed are still alive, and I think this medic tent that spawned in with the map is actually helping us out with that, because those medics are, you know, healing these guys bit by bit, or they'd be dead already, but they're likely to die very, very soon. I don't think we're going to be able to get in there to recover. Oh, this side is bad. It looks like their engineers have been having a field day constructing over here, so that is very troublesome. Our defense is over this way. Look at this, like, overhang defense. This is so cool. Oh, yes. Yeah, snipe them out there, big gun. Okay, so this is good. However, it seems like they will start to get traction over here. Our own Chinooks are dropping our paratroopers down. There's a lot of dead Chinooks down there. Actually, we have a ton of them coming in. Nice. Okay, so it seems like our Air Force is mostly over here, but they are also coming in very hot over that way. How's the far right side doing? Okay, this part has been toppled. However, we do have our mortar line over here, which seems to be absolutely obliterating the enemies on the other side. So this is still very much so holding, which is very good to see. Okay, I'm not as concerned over here. We also placed a lot of anti-tank guns on this flank, so that'll be able to hold as well and prevent anyone from coming over the mountain. We might want to skedaddle over here. Oh, they're using the magnifying glass, although in the middle of nowhere, I think they used it on a helicopter. And I think we should probably try to get some defenses over this way. So that means we have to head over there, which means going over this mountain. Let's go ahead and take an Apache, because it's fast and also well armored compared to the Huey. We are a very important person. We must make it. Okay, let us go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they are still deploying quite a number of our aircraft over this way, which is good. I am concerned about the ground forces over here, though. That is probably my main concern. It's going to be too hard to fire at this distance. Okay, we're looking good. Let's go! Woo! Deploying! Alright, what do we want to build down here? I am thinking, honestly, probably pillboxes on the hillside. Oh, we cannot spawn here. Oh, okay. That screws things up a little bit. Well, let's get some pillboxes over here at the top of the hill. There's already a few, but if we can reinforce this area a little bit more, once they end up coming over the top here, we'll be able to stop them. Let's also go ahead and get a few additional mortars around here, and that way they'll spawn some very good barrages of fire out at the enemy down below. That would be excellent. Good. And then, I don't know, maybe we go ahead and get some tanks to just stay up here too, because these M4s are decent against both infantry as well as vehicles. They're kind of a good hybrid tank because they have that machine gun on it that really rips. So we'll get a little bit of that going, and I think we'll be able to hold this top bit for a decent while then. Let's go ahead and also get some medics out here just to make sure all of this stays healed up. Beautiful. Okay, we shored up kind of the one major weak point that I was really worried about, and now it's just kind of about seeing if our boyos can hold out against this onslaught. I mean, more stuff is happening down mid, but again, this area is so locked down in the little canyon, and we're gonna be just constantly getting reinforcements spawned in over here. Also, it seems like our helos are starting to deploy out this way too, which is great. So I think we should be able to defend in this area, which is excellent. I don't think this will end up being much of a worry. So why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the attack here for a little bit and just watch the Greys coming in. I think our defense should be able to hold its own. Yes, we are indeed holding, although things are getting a little bit dicey in sort of the center area over here. They're starting to pool up their resources, and I think they'll unleash it fairly soon. I think what we do is we counterattack over this way if we can. So we should have saved up some good cash, and yes, 2.5 million is more than enough for what I have planned here. So let's go ahead and take the trusty old KV-1. It is a beast of a tank in this game, and we're going to... Okay, so this is going to be a problem because we can't... Okay, we can spawn them here. It just needs to be a flat surface. So, we'll go ahead and spawn a ton of these, and we'll also be spawning in medics and things like that along with it. We're going to try a very serious counterattack over here to then flank the guys that are starting to get down mid and really mess us up. So let... Oh, no. Am I gonna die here? Wait, I'm under a mountain. Oh no, I can pop up here. Yeah! Okay. Had a small existential crisis, but we're fine. Okay, we're gonna just start spawning them here. Danger close. Oh god, I gotta be careful about that because there's no floor underneath me here. I think it's just whatever is under us. I don't know. I think we're on a cloud technically because this map is called like REM sleep, or we're in an iceberg. I didn't read the lore. I'll be completely honest with you. But we're going to continue to spawn in tons of these KVs, and the ones in the back are now coming forward. There's a little bit of like a cognitive delay when it comes to these things spawning in, because they take a few minutes if you spawn them in mass to actually start moving. So a lot of the front ones aren't going to be moving just yet, but there we go. Why don't we also go ahead and start getting some serious Apaches going out here too, because having an air force to protect them against the enemy air force is going to be pretty crucial as well. I really wish I had purchased the mortar backpack, the radio operator backpack, because then we would be able to bomb just a lot of this stuff and take them out, but sadly that is not going to be the case right now. And then all the way over here, why don't we try and get some bomber planes? Speaking of bombs, I can't spawn them in here. Okay, I can't spawn them in anywhere around here. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, we're gonna get a bunch of bombers. This is getting so laggy over here. Look, some of these KV-1s still have not moved. Oh my goodness. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, more. We're down to 1.4 million, so we've spawned in over $1 million worth of vehicles on the battlefield at this point. That is pretty insane. Okay, let's go into photo mode, which is basically just spectator mode, and check out what goes down with our counterattack. Okay, a lot of our units are going backwards. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? Why would you do that? That's okay, because a bunch of them are still moving forwards, including a lot of our bombers, which is great. I'm hoping they drop some payloads on those bucket-o toys over that way, and I'm hoping our KVs also start really going after them. Yes! They're nuking them! Okay, that missed, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, the bucket of toys did go down. Beautiful. Okay, so here comes our counterattack over this way. And just in time, because these guys are starting to kind of breach our walls in the center. Oh, yep, they're dropping their own bombs. The power of those flying fortresses is definitely risen after the update that gave them those massive payloads. All right, let's watch our boys come in the counterattack. Okay, they've taken out a majority of these landing craft up front here. Now's the hard part, because the engineers that they have built a pretty major fortress over this way. So I think we are going to need some reinforcements for our boys to take them on. Where are we? Oh, we're over here. Okay. So what we're gonna do for this is probably go with robots. I think that should be very, very helpful. What we want to do here, get that built, and then we're gonna spam in some mega mechs to support our boys on the ground, and get them some reinforcements that are much needed. And these guys are just very powerful in general. They have very good explosive charges and can withstand a lot of heat too, so they're perfect for major assaults like this. Okay, that's probably good for now. We should also go ahead and get them some additional Apache helicopters too on the battlefield, so our Air Force stays intact, although, you know, we still have stuff spawning in from our helipads as well as our airstrips and stuff like that, but our main Apache force, I think, did die. Those robots do be glitching a little bit right now. And we get some Chinooks out here as well, because they'll get some infantry on the battlefield, some paratroopers, which never hurts. And it also creates more targets that won't be big boys that we need to stay alive. Okay, and finally, let's get some more bomber planes. If we could okay, there we go. We can find a spot that spawns them in. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You just get a whole lineup of these. We're getting the Air Force cooking here. All right, and we're going to be out of money. All right, let's go back into spectator mode here. Go ahead, press play, and this will be a crazy onslaught. I think we should be able to defeat their little engineer fortress that they built over here. Little is an understatement. This thing is massive, and look at all the vehicles over here that are coming through that way from it. So it's very important we do take this out. Let's watch our attack come through, and hopefully it sweeps. Okay, so that attack it did not work at all. That was horrible. Okay, let's I think we gotta reinforce it with constant spawns is the problem. Now the game is getting laggier and laggier as more stuff enters the battlefield. We did lose a few things in our base, so we can spawn in more things here, which is great. But sadly, yes, we failed horribly when it came to actually attacking here, so we gotta give it another go, baby. We gotta give it another go and really launch a lot of robots into the enemy space. So let's get going. Come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. More soldiers. We're just gonna spam a ton of them. Beautiful. Okay, and now we'll do another, I guess, Air Force attack. I think the Apaches are probably the best, honestly. I think everything else is just kind of too slow and bulky for a major assault like that, and the Apaches have both agility and damage on their side. They have the power of God and anime on their side, and so I think they can do a pretty good job here of attacking, I hope. And then on top of that, why don't we go ahead and get a large number of KV-1s out here too. Beautiful. We still do have attackers, just they're kind of locked behind these boxes here, so they're not really moving forward anymore, so that's not very helpful. Let's also get some of these M16 AAs in here, because they'll be good hybrids against both ground and air forces, taking out a lot of those bad boys. I wish there was water around here where we could spawn in some of our battleships, but sadly this is a dry battlefield that we're working with here currently. We're just gonna continue to spam. Why not just really load up? Can you guys stop just cramming yourselves into these landing craft and actually go assist in the attack? That would be fantastic. Alright, it is too laggy to actually fight on the battlefield, so we're gonna run back here so that way we are out of the way and won't die. There is our mass mobilization occurring again. Good. And now we go back into the spectator mode. Very nice. Press play and let them go. Alright, hopefully we can breach the lines over here. If we can't, we might have to go over here and do the same thing and spawn a ton of units. But we're actually out of money right now, so we need to kind of see if this one works first. Okay, it seems like we're actually doing decently here, but not quite driving the nail home. So we're gonna take a real zippy little Mustang here and try going over enemy airspace, which is going to be a little bit risky, but I think we can do it. Let us go. Move, move, move. We can take a little shot at the enemy while we go. Skirt. It's very laggy, so it's like flying in slow motion. All right, we're gonna go over here. Hello, that's a lot of enemy stuff down there. And we're gonna start spawning things over this way as much as possible and do the same thing we did on the other side. Skirt. Perfect. Okay, now let's go. Oh, no, Mustangs? Probably not. Let's go with Apaches first. Get our aircraft cruising. Very nice. And now we'll start getting KV-1s involved again. You know, we need the whole shebang. The whole shaboinky needs to be on the battlefield, ready to attack. Okay, and I think there should be enough on the other side to continue their attack while we gear up an attack over here. Beautiful. Oh, there goes our Mustang that we took to ride on in. Sad. Sometimes you gotta lose a good soldier in the heat of battle. It happens, it happens, it happens. Okay. Either way, spamming out troops. Go, go, go. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Alright, that is a lot of KV-1s. I think an acceptable amount, hopefully. And now, let's go back to the Apache spam. Because our first wave of Apaches is going in way before our first wave of KV-1s is going in. So it's not going to be... not going to be timed super well. So the second wave of Apaches needs to start going in. I'm sure you guys can just hear me ferociously clicking right now as we spam these suckers out. But it's necessary. It's a necessary evil here. All right, go, go, go. Come on. There's lots of free space over here for me to spam them out. Go, 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 go. Come on, boys. Our entire mortar line over here died, so the Greys did make some decent progress over this way. So that's a bummer. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Our mountain fortress is holding perfectly fine. The holding is not the worry anymore. It's the actual counterattacking, I would say. All right, we'll go ahead and press play. And our boys begin their assault on them. So the counterattack is in full swing now on both sides. And I'm hoping for some decent progress. Okay, I walked away from the computer for a minute, and I think we must have died because we were suddenly looking at the floor. This is not fantastic. Our two assaults have basically completely failed. Yeah, we did die over here. RIP. Do we not have an HQ? Is there no HQ on this map? Because I am not respawning. Oh no! HQ is destroyed. We can't spawn back in. Oh, that's so bad for us. Okay, I guess we'll just like watch the assault happen because literally we cannot interfere with the battle anymore because we have no HQ. Oh, that's bad. I don't know if this will stalemate or if we'll lose. I guess let's just watch and find out. Well, guys, it's been another 20 minutes. While we've been dead, we've saved up $1 billion. That's insane. But, I mean, there's nothing we can do, and it seems like we're kind of stalemating here. So I think we're going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out the Army Men Blight of the Empire Book 1 from the Army Men Wars series that I am working on. Link in the description below to the Amazon pre-order. It would mean a lot to me if you guys help me out. But I appreciate y'all just watching the videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.